Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. Azar Salesman.
We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away.
It smelled like wet dog. We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Click Podcast. They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away. So stay woke, stay fresh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point and Click Podcast. My name is John the Wise, and I got with me Czar Salesman.
How's it going, everybody?
Hope you guys had a wonderful week. We're back to talk about video games and dicks and Netflix and anything else that we can find interesting in life. Right, Czar?
What the bearded man said.
Yeah. So today I am daddy alone duty. Wife went shopping. She's like, can you take care of Danny?
Rip.
I'm like, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Now we have a late start to the podcast, so I'm going to get a new wife.
I could totally taking care of my son by myself.
Yeah, no problem.
Bitch is on fire.
Some by myself, podcast going on. Oh, looks like he's choking. He'll be all right.
Fine.
Dude, did you realize that our last episode was 69 and we didn't fucking make a single joke about it because we didn't know?
That feels bad.
I know. I gotta fix your cam. Hold on one second.
You should have been on top of this, John.
I know. I didn't realize till I was uploading it. I was like, fuck, it was episode 69. It comes once in our lifetime, dude. It's gonna be 169 next time and it's not the same.
Shut it down.
I feel like there should be 69 and a half just so we can fucking make 69 jokes. I don't know. I'm disappointed in that. But yeah, I noticed that. What's going on with you, Czar?
Not shit. Just about to start some projects on the house. We gotta start the painting
Hell yeah.
this week because the entire house needs painting.
The whole house? Outside,
The whole-
inside?
We're gonna paint the outside house too at some point.
Fuck.
And like all the molding and the crown molding and the floorboards and the doors, they're all wood. None of them have been painted.
Yeah.
So we gotta do all that trim work painting
Are you
plus
guys,
all the walls need painting.
you guys gonna paint it white?
No. Oh, the floorboard and the molding and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But what about, like, are you gonna do outside of the house certain color?
We're not 100% sure. It's a brick house, but the bricks aren't like nice looking. They're just kind of like bland. So I wanted it painted. So
A light blue, maybe.
we're looking in the family of blues, green, grays.
Okay, I like that. That's the best shit because it's like a nice neutral tone. You look at it, it's pleasing to look at.
There's a couple houses we've seen around town that have like sort of a light green gray that we've liked, and we've seen some that are like bluish and gray that we also like. So
Dare I say teal?
teal, maybe not like teal, but
Yeah.
something along those lines, more subtle.
Cheyenne or cyan? How do you say that one?
A real, cyan.
Is it cyan? Are you sure it's not Cheyenne?
It's cyan. It's CYAN.
Yeah, but you never know.
Oh my
Dude, I met this person once. Their name was fuck.
That's a weird name.
No. Yeah, it was fuck. No, it was Circe or Sirshan or Shorshan. It was some kind of Irish name, and it started with a C, but you made a SH sound, and then there
Yeah,
was
but that,
another C, and it was
that's
like a Z sound.
yeah, but that's Irish shit.
Yeah, I mean they were probably drunk when they made
Well,
that
they were
name.
definitely drunk when they named their child. Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. So other than being an adult and painting your fucking house, what else is new? Have you been doing any gaming and stuff?
Just just Call of Duty.
Call of Duty,
Just been playing the new Black Ops all
Black
day. Like
Ops.
while I was waiting for you while you took care of your son, I was sitting here leveling the Mozu just
Yeah.
because I was like, I'll play some Call of Duty. And then this afternoon we have another session of D&D.
Ooh, who's is your wife in the game session too?
No,
Oh, okay.
no,
But is this
she gets bored to eat. Like she can't play because me and my friends we like to play like the long form board games that take like 3 or 4 hours.
Yep.
She cannot sit through it.
Wife is the same, dude. Wife is
She's just like, I get bored. I'm sitting around waiting for my turn, and you fuckers are all just sitting there arguing. And
yeah. See, her experience with board games is you play it for like 30 minutes and everyone gets
Mhm.
bored and you stop playing.
Right.
That's what every Monopoly, like whatever the fuck you name, you know? So I tried to get her to play Betrayal with me and my buddy.
I love that game.
Oh man, we got to the end, but like she was like checked out halfway.
She's
So
just like, fine.
what do I do? Okay.
You just tell me what to do.
Then what do I do? So,
Right.
but D&D, it could be more fun if the role play is good. Do you guys min max or what?
No, we're just like role play, have fun sort
Yeah.
of thing is what we're doing.
The
We're not
role
doing
play.
anything.
The role play is the
It's
best.
That's what the only reason that I've been having fun so far is just like that is fun. Just making my character, like choosing what my character's gonna do and playing the character and role playing it
Yeah.
has been fun. So
Yeah.
I've gotten away with several things just because I've made my friend laugh a lot, but the DM. So I've gotten away with a lot of stuff.
Like what?
Just like scenarios in which it would have been really bad for my character, I got away with by like how well he enjoyed how I was role playing the character.
Dude, I'm the same. Whenever I DM any game, if somebody's creative, I don't punish them ever.
Yeah.
So
So
if they
I've gotten away with so many little things.
yeah,
Um
because I
so
don't like to
I'm
make
having
a
fun that
rule.
way.
That's like my basic rule. Like I don't want to punish anyone for being creative and fun and funny. I want to
Mhm.
promote that. So when they do stuff like that, I give them like crazy rewards. And I even tell them right off the bat before the game starts, like I reward creativity and stuff like that way more than I reward combat. You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like the combat's just the combat. I go through the motions as far as the combat goes. Or for like my character, I mostly hide. But um so it's just been fun doing that kind of stuff.
yeah, the combat can be fun, but it can also be grueling, man.
Yeah, we got into a fight with these slaver fish people, and it took like we were in the battle for like an hour
Yeah,
straight, and it was just like because people were like slicing into them, and he was like, you do a lot of damage, you can see like a lot of blood and stuff, but the fish does not even react to it happening.
yeah.
And he's just like, and I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck are these
That's
things?
why it's kind of on the DM, which I'm not criticizing your guy because I've done it
Hmm.
too, but it's kind of on the DM to try to make it something interesting with the encounter.
Hmm.
It's not just like there's three guys, you're three guys, go. You know,
Yeah.
it's like things happen, things are happening, like, some guy comes with a steel chair,
Right.
like fucking tag team wrestling shit, you know?
Yeah, no, it was like he wanted us to be worn down a little bit from fighting these guys because these other fish came in and fought those fish.
Yeah, that's
So we
sick.
were supposed to be beaten down because then we have to accept what these other fish are gonna do.
Yeah, that's it. So, like, maybe you're fighting a bunch of fish and then a giant whale comes and the
Yeah,
whale, like, you have to try to use diplomacy to get it on your side because then it'll help you with the fish or you'll have another enemy to fight. Like, now it's like dynamic, you know?
yeah.
Yeah. So, by the way, everybody in chat, what's going on? Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Nothing really crazy going on. I was gonna stream yesterday, but I'm so fatigued from the week that I just didn't want to do anything, and I was like, I'm just gonna save my energy for the podcast because that's when I'm actually going to be. I need my energy, so
especially because you usually do two podcasts on Sunday.
Exactly, and I might actually start doing a third podcast.
John, what are you gonna do a third podcast about?
MMA.
Oh my god! Ray?
No, Ray doesn't give a shit about MMA. I started working with my cousin, and the only other employee there is his best friend. And I actually grew up with his wife. We had the first. No, we had a first job together. I did not, no. But we were friends, and we had our first job together working at Cold Stones. I've known her since high school. Whatever, long story. But I brought it up. I was like, maybe you guys think it's stupid, but I'm really obsessed with MMA. And he's like, I've been watching MMA since UFC 3, and the next one is 231. So yeah, sure. So he knows so much about MMA, and I was like, oh my god, this is perfect. We should do a podcast.
Oh my god!
As a joke, I said it, and he was like, I've always wanted to do one, and he actually got excited.
Oh my god! I know. How many fucking podcasts are you gonna be doing?
Fuck it, man. It's just I talk to people all the time. Having a conversation is fun.
Man.
So
no, yeah. I agree. I want 2 years from now, you're gonna have a whole week of where you're just constantly recording completely different, unrelated podcasts.
I know, man. Honestly, that's my last one because there's nothing else that I would want to talk about. What else can I do? I could do a general one with Ray, and we just sit down and talk shit. But
you can just talk about current. You each just bring a list of. You'd probably want to do that one over 2 weeks. And you could each just bring a list of current events that you each want to talk about, and you just bullshit unstructured for 2 hours.
Or reaction videos. I think me and Ray can do that really well.
Yeah, that'd be good too.
Yeah. So that I don't know. I mean, obviously, I still want to be creative and all that, but my creativity kind of got stifled with my son being born.
See, kids ruin everything.
They ruin everything. Fuck them. Return them. Put them back.
Can we roll the tape back?
Roll it back.
Said, fuck them.
Roll it back.
Fuck them.
Fuck kids, dude. Fuck the deaf. Fuck the kids. Who else? Who else have I said fuck them to? Weebs.
Furries.
I'm just alienating our audience, dude. That's what I'm doing. Nah, if you're a weeb, if you're a furry, keep doing what you're doing. That's what we need to do. We need to get a furry on this podcast.
Oh my god.
Why didn't
we think about that last week?
I know, we gotta find one. Yeah,
I'll find one.
Dude, if you find one, let's do it. And just tell them, we're not gonna ridicule you. I just want to know. I want to know. I want to be educated.
I feel like there's somebody, I can't remember who it was, but I knew a furry.
I know an otherkin.
But I can't remember who it was now. I knew just online, I knew them, but I don't think I've talked to them in a long time, but I can't remember who it was now.
Oh, it was the guy that you were blowing that was in that costume. That's how you know.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah, you were sucking his dick, remember?
Yeah, I didn't get his name.
Oh, yeah. You couldn't tell. His persona was Todd. Mm-hmm. No, but that's our next get. We got to get that.
Okay, we got to get a furry.
If there's anybody listening on the podcast or watching live right now, find us a furry to talk to or an otherkin, something like that. What else have we talked about? Find me a deaf person too.
Oh my god. What do you mean find you a deaf person on a podcast?
So I could apologize. I know, right? They're just
How are you going to talk to them?
There's now sign languaging.
You can just type to them.
Yeah, that's true. We could just have an all-type podcast.
And then we'll just have Stas come in and he has to read everything that they say.
Yeah, Stas could be the...
That's what it'll be. Stas will simply read what the deaf person says and then type down what you say to the deaf person.
Yeah, but I want him to interpret it in his own words. The guy says that he doesn't fucking care. So we can do that. All right. Anyway, though, we don't have a lot of time today because we started late. So I think we should just get on to the news. We have a few things to talk about. So I think we should just get to it. So give me 1 second. Let me make sure I got the browser. The browser is there. All right, first thing I wanted to talk about, Red Dead Redemption 2 has
Of course.
released. And look at that Metacritic score of
Fucking
97 and a user score of 7.6. Why are the
fucking.
users haters?
I'm. Yeah, I was about to say I'm actually surprised by that user score because I haven't heard anything bad about the game. I mean, 76 is good.
Yeah,
So, but like, it's. But
but
of course, it's got only 42 mixed like average reviews and like 92 negatives. That's interesting.
Jimbo says game is fun as shit and only 10% into it. Yeah. So and Cox was 30% into it. He said it was really good. Every video I've seen, every review I've seen, they've all said that it's fucking amazing. Everything about it is amazing.
Right.
The attention to detail, the immersion. You don't just shoot guns and ride on horses, dude. You clean your guns, you cook your food, you skin your animals, you play poker. There's so many things to do, and it really puts you in that world of
Yeah.
the cowboys and Indians and stuff. But have you taken a look at any like gameplay or anything?
Um, I've seen a little bit of gameplay, like very little.
Very little. From what
Very
I've
little.
seen, it's GTA 5 in the West.
Yeah, I mean, it's still. Did you not play the first one?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Oh,
And I
okay.
was I was gonna play the first one. Is it on PC, by the way?
Nope, never came to
Yeah,
PC.
that's the problem. I never played it because it wasn't on PC.
Yep.
So I'm actually excited about this one because when it releases on PC, gonna be sick. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way they don't release it on PC, especially after Grand Theft Auto 5. Like,
Yeah, no.
it's gotta come to PC. I don't. If it doesn't, I don't know what I'll do. Probably just kill myself.
Is the online mode available for Red Dead Redemption 2?
That's a good question. I
Let's
don't know.
find
I
out.
haven't heard anyone talk about if it's. I would imagine so. I imagine it launched with it.
Jimble says, pretty sure Rockstar said no PC release. I could be wrong, and not yet on the online. Okay, so online's coming, but it's not out yet.
They haven't said really anything about the PC.
Yeah. But they're gonna fucking release it on PC. Are you kidding me? They're putting so much money on the table if they don't do that. That's just terrible,
I
terrible.
really, 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 really hope they do because I really want to play this game, and I'm not wasting money on a console.
Yeah, no, it's gonna come out on PC, dude. It is. Don't worry, it'll happen. Trust.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's the same gameplay. Or like the first one was the exact same gameplay as Grand Theft Auto, pretty much,
Yeah,
except
exactly.
Western. Tons of fun. In the first one, I mean, you can still hunt and skin animals, but you ride your horse, tie women up, put them on the train tracks.
Yeah, it's just
Like,
it's that typical Western, but it really immerses you, and I don't know, the attention to detail is insane. The fucking
yeah,
horse's balls shrink when it's cold.
yeah. The attention and detail on this one is supposed to be out of this world.
Jimbo says if you really, really want to play it, would it be considered wasting money on a console? Yes, especially if
Yes.
there's a PC release. I'm willing to be more patient to see if there's a PC release, which I'm fucking 99% sure there's going to be a PC release. Why wouldn't there be?
Yeah. I don't want to waste hundreds of dollars on a console when I could use that money to upgrade my PC later on.
Yeah, I mean, we're PC gamers, dude. That's us. If you talk to console gamers, they'd be like, "You're crazy." And there's good and bad with both, dude. Having a console just dedicated to the TV in your room, people walk in, they can play
Yeah, I
video
mean
games.
there's a benefit to it, and I really do want a PS4 really badly. Actually,
Yeah,
I want to see how much they are right now.
I'm kind of curious about the
Oh,
PlayStation.
you can get one for $300 at Best Buy.
Oh, nice, but it's not the Pro. There's like a new one, PS4
Yeah, I
Pro
don't
or
give a shit
whatever.
about the Pro.
I know, but it's a better processor and shit.
Psh, shit, for $300.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, okay, we're not talking about this anymore because now I'm thinking about throwing away hundreds of dollars for a PS4.
yeah, just let it go, dude. It's fine. This is the thing, like this is why I haven't bought Black Ops yet. Because I was like, as soon as I buy the game, I'm not gonna play it. Like the day I buy it and install it, I'm not gonna play it right away. Because I
Yeah,
don't have time. So if I don't have time, I have to think to myself, do I have time? If I had like the next 4 months off fully paid I'd be like, dude, get consoles in here, get board games in here, get everything,
I'm
dude. Like,
playing everything.
we're doing it all. You know what I mean?
What
So,
money? My money's gone now.
exactly. And if I didn't have a kid that relies on me for survival, so yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2, 97 Metascore, pretty fucking high. I mean, it doesn't get higher than that. It's pretty much.
I mean, it does get higher than that. There's 3 more points you could give it.
You know what, Czar? But based on 78 critics, Metascore of 97, and
Pretty good.
then user score of 7.6 from 2,000 ratings.
User score, that's still pretty high, 7.6.
Yeah, and pretty much if you buy this game, you're gonna have fun, no matter what. That's it. That's what That's what a 97 means. A 97 means that anybody who buys this game and plays it has fun, no matter what kind of genre you like and stuff like that. So there it is. It also looks nice. Like if somebody's watching you play, like that doesn't know shit about video games.
It's beautiful. It looks beautiful.
They'll be like, "What is this? A movie?" Nope. It's me.
The graphics quality is insanely high.
Yeah. All right. Next thing. I can't wait for the PC release. We'll see how it goes. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I just wanted to take a look at the Metacritic score of 85, and then the
Jesus Christ.
abysmal user score of 4.6.
Oh,
now,
man.
I want to know. Well, obviously it's 85 because the critics. I mean, is this corruption that we're looking at, or do you think the user score is too low?
No, the user score is too low due to, I can't think of the way to put it.
Buyer's remorse? Upset?
Launch period player experience.
Yeah. Well, we can read some of the reviews. Let's see.
I
have a problem every single time I play with friends. Okay, there you go. The game is stripped of everything. No campaign, no achievements. Okay, so that's what it is.
Idiot who bought the game
thinking there's a single player. Yeah.
Everybody knew there was no single player going into it. They said they were focusing on multiplayer.
Yeah.
3 forms of multiplayer. The classic multiplayer with all the different kinds: domination, control, search and destroy, zombies, and blackout.
Yeah. It's like buying Fallout 76 and going, "Where's the single player?"
Right. Yeah. Yeah. People giving it a bad score because they don't know what they're buying. That's retarded.
Yeah.
But I would imagine some of that is also issues with launch. There's lots of crashing in the game. People are reporting lots of, the beta played on 60 hertz servers. The launch is playing on 20 hertz servers. CoreStrike said, over time they're going to be improving network issues. We don't know exactly how high we're going to get server tick, but that's them having a low tick rate server for server stability during launch period is not abnormal.
Yeah, I mean, is it abnormal by their standards though? Because
it's not abnormal by industry standards.
Industry standards, it's not abnormal, which is crazy.
Overwatch launched at a low tick rate. There was another recent shooter launched at a low tick rate. It's because the lower tick rate allows for server stability when you have, the initial purchases all coming online at the same time, basically.
Are they game-breaking bugs where it's like, what the fuck just happened here?
There's balance issues, but no. The other stuff is just performance, but they've been real quick about patching performance. They're still doing it. They fixed memory leak issues, a lot of crash issues. There's balance issues that need to be addressed, but I think this coming week they are going to be working on gun balance.
Yeah.
So you have to wait when you buy a game right when it launches. That's a multiplayer experience. You're gonna have issues.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. If it's an MMO, if it's a shooter, no matter what it is, if you buy a game on the launch date or even the first month it's out, when it's primarily a multiplayer experience, you're gonna have issues. Whether it be optimization on the client, whether it be server issues or balance issues. Simply gonna have issues.
Well, it's no longer the days where you buy a cartridge, you put it in your console, and it works 100% of the time. No problems, this and that. Games are so much more intricate now.
They're so complex now.
So fucking complex. So much work put into it. So many eyes and hands and ears fucking, interacting with it that it's just bound to be fucked up. It's like Christmas lights, man. You try to untangle them and they get tangled and there's knots and there's always going to be something wrong with it, you know? And by the end of the day, when you put it on your Christmas tree, you're like, fuck the knots. No one's going to notice. It lights up the fucking Christmas tree, right? That's it.
Yeah.
That's what it is with these games. Like, can you fucking play it? Yes. So a lot of these Metacritic users, which is only 725 people that voted, which millions of people are playing this game. So,
yeah,
you know, just to give you perspective. But just to give you perspective, it's considered one of the best Call of Duty games made right now.
In a while.
Especially, you know, the campaign and stuff like that. Yeah, it's fun, but I feel like people are kind of over it.
I mean, like, of course, the last Call of Duty I played was Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
So I played the campaign in that. I used to like Call of Duty campaigns, but I never bought a Call of Duty for the campaign. I just did it just because they were something to do.
The other thing is, what else can they do different now with campaigns? It's always the same shit. Like, there's the driving level, there's the level where you're like in a helicopter and you're shooting things down, and then it's just like them showing you the different mechanics of the game, and then there's the like horde mode where things are coming. Like, they've done the same fucking things over and over again. There is no innovation, and we've played it out. So the only thing that's actually dynamic and different is multiplayer.
Yeah.
You know, so they focus on that.
I think the biggest thing for multiplayer that they need to work on right now is
balance.
Some balance stuff, and I don't know why they did this. Maybe they didn't, in their testing, didn't see it as an issue. Everybody's complaining about the spawns because, one, it's real easy to spawn camp, and it's real likely that you just get shot from behind when you spawn, stuff like that.
That's annoying.
Like, there's a lot of spawn issues, but I don't think it's actually a spawn issue. Like, the spawns are fine, they're coded fine, they're placed fine. I don't think that's the issue. The issue is the maps are way too small.
Oh.
And the game is way too fast paced.
Yeah.
So, no matter what, I mean, you can cross the map quick. You can flank quick. You can flank into spawn quick. Like, the game is too fast paced for the size of the maps, which cause the spawn issues. You can't fix the spawns unless the only thing that they should do is add a 1-second immunity on you when you spawn.
Yeah, that's something that they can do.
Yeah, it needs large maps and it needs 1-second immunity when you spawn because it is way too easy to spawn camp. And some of the map design is a little questionable on the spawn locations too, if I'm being honest. There's one where it's basically like it spawns you like you're a fish in a barrel.
Oh, shit.
You're just like in this little ravine that's a circle, and then there's like ridges up here where people can just sit there and just like shoot you.
So to get out, you have to vault?
To get out, you have to run up these paths that go like this, and then there's like places up here, and people will just sit in the paths and up there, and just it's like those are the ways you get out, and it's like that's a poor choice of a spawn location because it puts you in a bad position.
So yeah, I mean they have some kinks that they need to work out, which they will.
I'd say right now it's like a solid 6.57.
There you go. Okay, so it's a good shooter.
Like, it's a good shooter. When they fix the stuff, it'll be even better. But yeah, it's a solid game.
Okay, that's it. That's our verdict. Solid game. All these other people are haters. Let's move on. All right. Wanted to talk about Fallout 76. Bethesda warns Fallout 76 fans to expect spectacular bugs and issues.
Of course, similar to what we just discussed, it's a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
And Bethesda, with their titles, lots of bugs.
Dude.
So just imagine the amazing bugs that are coming with this thing.
Imagine how many bugs they have in their single-player games, and then their fucking multiplayer games are going to be this bad. So, but the thing is, the modding community does a really good job of fixing things too that Bethesda can't fix. The only problem is I think I've read somewhere the only time you can use mods with Fallout 76 is personal servers. So if they have like dedicated big servers where everybody's at, I don't think mods are allowed. But if you have your own personal one with your buddies, it's allowed. Have you seen any gameplay footage? I watched some of it yesterday.
No, I've seen zero gameplay footage. I didn't know there was any out.
It's Fallout 4 with your friends, dude. That's what this game is. I watched it. Just that I was like, fuck, that's actually really cool, man. Because how How many times have you been playing Skyrim or Fallout and you're like, dude, I wish I had my buddy with me to do these
Oh yeah,
fucking
especially
missions.
Skyrim.
Yeah, so it's nothing like groundbreaking that I saw. I only, to be fair, I only watched like 30 minutes of 30 to an hour of gameplay, and it
Hmm.
was like a bunch of streamers like, oh, what do I do here? Oh, making jokes, you know.
Right.
So they weren't like trying to like show you what the game's all about. They're just fucking around and having fun. So it didn't look like anything special to me, but the potential of it was pretty cool. I was like, man, it's Fallout. You could play with your buddies. There's like so much potential to have fun with it. You know, you and your buddies, um, making a whole like town together, and keeping it real, killing people,
Keeping it real,
keeping
nuking
it
your
real,
enemies.
nuking people, role playing. You know how much I like that.
It's true. Um,
But yeah, and what Prince was saying, I was watching it on stream, and it was like at 480p, and I was like, "What the fuck? What is this?" And I'm like, is my source wrong?" But no, the guy's camera, camera was like 1080, and his image was 1080, but the game was at like 480p. Apparently, it's running like dog shit.
well, I mean, again, it's not finished. I'm sure they're going to run final optimizations before it comes out.
Oh, they forced them to play it on 4K, and it ran at like 12 FPS. Jesus Christ, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, did you read the? Hold on, I had it up here somewhere. Here we go. Did you see the system requirements?
No, what's the system
I
requirements?
like the minimum is like it's an i5 6600K.
Oh shit.
That's minimum.
Damn. So recommended is
Is an
i7 and
i5 6600K minimum. So people out there are probably gonna have to, if anybody wants to play this on PC, they're probably gonna have to run some upgrades on their computers.
okay.
Like probably. I mean, like the lowest AMD is Ryzen. So you're like for minimum. I may not be able to get away with playing this game on my FX
They'll have to
9320.
they'll have to fuck with it because it's Fallout 4. I saw it. It didn't look like anything
Yeah,
crazy, so it looked like Fallout 4 with HD textures, really. So it
yeah.
shouldn't need any of that high grade computer shit.
It might. I mean, they could have done a lot of work to it. I don't know fully how much they've improved upon, because it's just the same. Well, is it a different engine? That I don't know.
I don't know. It
I
looked
think
like it was
it's
the same
I think
engine.
it's yeah, I
Prince in
think it's the
chat, if
engine.
you can let us know. I know you're probably on top of this. But it looked like the same engine as Fallout 4.
Yeah, I
So,
think it is.
I want to see if there's anything else in this article. They just talk about, hey, like, don't be mad at us if our game is buggy. So, Fallout 4's textures ran like dog shit too. It's the same engine. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I mean,
Prince.
it's people should expect that it's gonna be buggy. Play it because you want to play. Follow with your friends. It'll get better after release, but yeah, it's gonna be buggy.
Yeah. Bethesda's been using the same engine since Morrowind? Really? Oh, they've just been compounding it and
They've
refactoring the
been,
code?
yeah, they've been doing some things to it,
That's
but because
interesting.
it's an update, it's like they've updated it since Morrowind. They called it something else, but it's still built off of the one they used for Morrowind.
Hmm.
But I believe that they're moving to a new engine for
The next
their
iteration
their
or
for their
whatever.
future games.
Yeah.
I think
Which
that
would they need to do?
what's the crap? What's the one that's coming out that's
Elder
like in space?
Scrolls. Oh, yeah, that's right. The space game. Fuck. In Stellar Star
I don't know.
something
I don't know.
Star Force.
I think that's supposed to be the debut of their new engine.
Let's see.
I think
Starfield.
Starfield.
Let's see. New engine. Let's see. Bethesda space game. Starfield. No new engine. Likely next gen. Oh
Jesus
man.
Christ, are you serious?
Bethesda announced all new space epic. Why are people asking for a new engine so much? Because it's been the same fucking engine.
That's where most of their bugs come from is the engine they've been using.
The game uses a new render and new lighting system. Starfield being next generation means okay, so it's not a new creation engine. That's what it's called, right?
See, this guy says no new engine likely.
Hmm.
I don't
Wait, Bethesda's doing a
proof.
space game. That's right, Jimbles. They're doing a
Yep.
Skyrim in space. Bethesda Mass Effect, whatever you want to call it.
Yep. So they're gonna. A new IP. Bethesda's actually putting out a new IP.
I'm excited about it. You know, I love my fucking space and I love my Bethesda, so I'm down.
It'll be like, that time we played No Man's Sky for a week.
Ah, that was great. It was fun. And actually, No Man's Sky's had some pretty good updates, but I've just lost interest, so it's unfortunate. But are you gonna play this game?
If other people play it, I'll probably wait and play it, but I probably won't play it when it first comes out.
It all depends on price tag for me. If it's $60,
it's gonna be 60. It's gonna be 60.
Yeah,
bucks.
I know it's gonna be $60. If it's $60, I'll have to like be convinced that there's nothing that is gonna tilt me. Like I don't want to pay $60 and play it at 13 frames. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite frame rate.
So if it's $60, I'm not gonna buy it unless I know that I can run it at least 50 or 50 frames and above. I need that much at least, and I have to know that it's fun too. I don't want to just play Fallout 4 with my buddies. I want to play a new Fallout game that adds something different. I did see while they were like killing things that they got like achievements and stuff. Like this guy killed a bug. It said kill 20 bugs. And then he got like this, I don't know what it was. It was like an atomic symbol on the bottom right, plus 20. I guess it's XP or something. But there's like challenges and stuff like that you can do. So it's kind of like an MMO Fallout. And yeah. I'm kind of okay with that as long as it's done well. So we'll see. Maybe there will be more footage today, but I didn't see anything crazy yesterday. So that's pretty much it.
It looks like basically what Todd Howard's saying on the issue of their engine is they're pretty much their entire goal is they're just continuous evolution of their engine rather than like officially launching like a new engine.
Yeah.
So just each game iteration coming out, they just make lots of improvements on the engine.
Yeah. And
so
Jimbo's...
like for 76, he said the game, it uses a new render, new lighting system, new systems for landscape generation. That's just some of the stuff he listed. So they just improved upon their engine.
Yeah.
And then he said for Elder Scrolls 6, there's going to be even many more, evolutions of their engine for that.
Sounds like they don't want to start from scratch. Which is understandable because of the scope of their games and how long it takes them to make their games. It would probably set them back like another 3 years on any title.
Who knows? I guess we'll see. I mean, it takes a long time to really make an engine, so.
Yeah. So, and Jimbo says Fallout 76 looks like while it will be a good game, it won't be a good Fallout game. Well, a good Fallout game is a single player experience.
Yeah.
That's all we know as a Fallout game.
It's just going to depend. This is not supposed to be like the next iteration of the Fallout series, like Fallout 4 was.
Yeah.
This is just a new game under the Fallout IP.
You and your buddies can play Fallout. That's what this game is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. All right, next piece of news. I think we fucked that completely. Battlefield 5 dev gets banned from Black Ops 4, makes video asking Treyarch to let him back in. So this guy, core gameplay designer Florian Lebihan, is too damn good for his own good. So he got toxic and he got banned. No, he wasn't.
Nope. Yeah, I figured that's where everyone was gonna think this was going at first. Actually, no. It appears, as far as right now, he's unbanned now, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, so he is unbanned. It appears he got banned just due to likely hitting too many headshots.
Oh, so he was too good.
So so I don't know if it was automated banning, like maybe if like a threshold's passed or something. So it appears as if I've seen people get banned for this before.
Mm-hmm.
Like really good pro players and YouTubers, they get banned for like playing too well. They get mass reported and stuff like that, and they get banned.
Damn.
So that's the case and scenario up here. What I learned about this is one of the reasons he's so good is he is an ex-pro player.
Oh, and then he became a developer for Battlefield.
Yep, he used to be a professional pro shooter player for Fnatic.
Oh, wow. And then he just knows how to make games.
So, and now he's a designer, a gameplay designer at
I gotta say, not that bad looking either. Kind of a complete package.
Ooh.
Kind of a complete package. He has a scarf on in this picture.
He can hit those headshots, and he's attractive.
That's an expensive scarf. It doesn't look like a cheap scarf.
I mean, that's expensive. Jesus
it looks
Christ.
like a very expensive scarf, and it looks like he's a man of taste.
For the podcast today, guys. Y'all have a good one.
If this was 1942, he would make a great Hitler Youth. They'd put him on
That's
posters. They'd put him everywhere because he's just beautiful.
Jesus.
Yeah. Anyway, we don't have to get too crazy. Let's go. Next piece of news. Former Oculus
Uh-oh.
CEO Brendan Iribe is leaving Facebook. So apparently, yeah. Oh, you didn't know Facebook bought Oculus?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, I should have known that. I remember. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm just turning down my baby monitor because my son is.
Sorry, my son's crying. I gotta turn
Yeah,
this down.
he's making some fucking noise. Okay, let me turn that down. But anyway, yeah, apparently Facebook bought Oculus a long time ago when it was on its rise and it was popular, and they said that they were going to use it for integration with Facebook and whatever. They just wanted to have their hand in
Facebook
it.
VR.
They wanted to have their hand in it. But apparently, from what I've read, he left Facebook because of creative differences with the Oculus. Pretty much, from what I've read, he wanted to make a more expensive, high-end version of the Oculus that just is a better version that just is a better VR
Right,
set.
high performance. Like
Exactly.
You like move it to enthusiast market.
So that means that it's going to be a high price tag, which the HTC Vive is already like $1,200 or something like that. So this is going to be like around. It's competing with the Vive, and it's going to be better. And Facebook said like, nah, man, we don't really want to work on that. We would rather make a VR headset that is accessible to everybody and is all in one, encompassing. So they want to make a headset that has everything. You don't have to buy a PC. You don't have to buy like anything. Everything is. Well, apparently from their research and everything, they've been able to make something. So, if you can kind of put some stuff together, dude. Like 500.
Yeah.
You can make like a $300 VR headset. That's not too crazy, but still is pretty cool. And the thing about it is like with that, it's the factor of like when your friend comes over, you'd be like, hey, check this out. Instead of like, all right, you stand here, I gotta get the pylons, and then let me get the PC running, wait for the PC to run, and then like it's so like impractical. But so yeah, he left Oculus because obviously it sounds like they've been at it for a while, butting heads. He's the creator. They took over the licensing, and he doesn't like the direction it's going in, but it's like, bitch, you sold it. All right? You sold it to a mega corporation.
That's what you get.
So he's leaving, which, okay, that's fine. He made his money, and his passion kind of got stifled by Facebook, so he'll have to do his own thing now.
I really, really want to get a Vive, though.
Yeah, everybody does, but it's $1,200, so I'm not going to fucking buy it.
No, it's $500.
Yeah. That's the shitty Vive. The Vive Vive -1.
The Vive -1.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Because I really want to play. At first, it's gimmicky, but I kind of want to spend money on it because, like, I saw gameplay of Zero Caliber.
Yeah.
Which is a shooter on it, and it just looks like it'd be enough fun that I would feel like I would get enough like entertainment out of it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Especially because I could just like put up sensors in my office here.
Yeah.
And then just like push my desk to the side.
It's great. No, it's great, dude. I'm with you, dude. VR, the whole idea of it is great, but it's so impractical the way it is right now. It's just too many things going on. Like a lot of people that I've talked to that have the Vive, after like a month or 2 months, they put it away, dude.
Yeah, maybe I'll wait for the haptic dick sleeves.
You need the haptic dick sleeve first. That's the number one. I'm waiting for the haptic dick sleeve, then I'll pay whatever it is, whatever price.
Whatever.
Which we have a story on that too.
My house.
We have a story on haptic dick sleeves too later.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Something similar, thanks to Prince.
Jesus Christ!
But yeah, for now, VR's impractical, and Facebook's doing the right thing. But they've also said in a statement that they're not necessarily going to not develop a high-end Oculus, but it's not their current focus.
Right, which I think is right, because I don't think there's really a point in pursuing high-end right now, because this is current generation VR.
Yeah.
It's going to be completely different in the future.
Yeah. And
like this is just the next step. Like it was, the PlayStation 2 eye candy or whatever it was called. That thing, the iPlay or whatever.
Yeah.
and it's the Kinect.
Yeah.
Now we're moving into stuff like this. It's just there's going to be a progression with this technology, but this is not the like next stopping point.
No.
It's just going to keep evolving.
Yeah, it's not the next stopping point. And if you build a high end version of VR, there's already a Vive out there. The hype is dead, and people are not buying the Vive. So
Yeah.
it's not like it's having this crazy resurgence where everybody has it in their house. It's not like you have to have a car, you have to have a toaster, and you have to have a Vive. It's not like that. So
One day.
one day it'll be as necessary as a toaster. Let's move on to the next story real quick. I'm gonna go check on my son while you take a look at this.
Oh shit. Oh god.
Troll characters are invading online Soul Calibur 6
Oh, yeah.
matches.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys seen it, but in this new Soul Calibur, you guys can create your
Yep.
own character. So there's been this guy somehow using like cheats or something. I don't. It says it was using cheats, but he was able
okay.
to make a giant fucking cube. We'll watch a video right now. So that's him as the cube. The cube has no hitbox, and the hitbox is actually inside the cube, but he can hit you with the cube. So if you take a look at it, he's literally a giant fucking cube that you're fighting. Look at him. It looks so stupid. There's nothing you can do. Like it just destroys you. Look, you can't even hit him. And then here's maybe another video. Let me mute this. Yeah, he's just destroying people with this fucking stupid cube, man. It looks so dumb. And then there's
I love it.
It's amazing, dude. They didn't think of any of this
That
shit.
one I hadn't seen yet.
And then there's the apple. It's a guy in a fucking giant apple. And it's like a flat apple. You can make like all kinds of stupid fucking
Yeah.
characters and stuff. So
Yeah, I mean there have been lots of characters that made, ones with giant penises.
yeah,
Stuff like that.
here's Frieza. Oh, that's Monster Hunter. No, this is the weirdest Soul Calibur creations. Ooh, let's go here.
Jesus.
Jesus
Things of
Christ.
nightmares.
There's some a Marge Simpson, a buff Pikachu dude. And yeah, it's just all kinds of crazy shit. Oh, that one's just an ass on his face.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. So yeah,
That's great.
no word yet from here's Sonic as a fucking disgusting person, dude.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, Bowsette versus Bouette. There's Bowsettes. There's some cool ones.
Venom, Ivy,
There's
Thanos.
Thanos, Marge Simpson. Oh my god, Homer, and Mercy, like legit
Oh, God,
Mercy.
that looks legit.
It looks like they legit put Mercy in the game. Oh yeah, here we
There it
go.
is. There it is.
Lizard Man with a big dick, dude. Giant dick. It's the size of his whole fucking body, dude. Amazing. Amazing.
And if he hits people with it.
Yeah. It's a cylinder shaft, a heart for the testicle, and I believe an apple for the tip. Okay. So that's it. All right. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Let me check on my son
you
real
go.
quick. You say some words while
Whatever.
you read this article.
Jesus Christ. I'll just talk about the Soul Calibur thing while this is on screen, I guess. So I guess the biggest controversy with the whole character creation for the Soul Calibur thing is people are having issues with online games because they want to be able to queue into like competitive without without character creation characters because people are doing things where you can obstruct. And of course, you saw the cube and stuff, but I hadn't seen that before. The first stuff I heard of was people were just using like big objects to sort of um, where you couldn't see them as well. So like certain moves and stuff you couldn't predict them or you couldn't predict movement as well because you can't see as much of the character model, which made it very difficult for a fighting game because you need to be able to be predictive about your opponent's movements, what they're going to do, and stuff like that. So the fact that they're allowing character creations into like the competitive game mode is what everyone's been complaining about, which definitely has its merits because we all saw from that cube, or those that didn't see, you can just imagine a giant cube in a fighting game, and you can't even hit the person inside of it. So allowing stuff like that in the competitive game mode, rightfully so, a lot of people are upset by that.
Okay. How far into this did you get into?
Okay, I didn't read any of this. I was talking about Soul Calibur.
Oh, okay. All right. So this article, thank you to Prince for helping me with it.
Of course, Prince.
It's fucking cut off
Mr.
on the
Way.
sides right there. But the blowjob paper, scientists processed 109 hours of oral sex to develop an AI that sucks dick. So what happened pretty much?
These are the top minds of the world.
Yeah. Well, this guy, which you can see right here somewhere. Where is he? Oh, he's not in the article. I thought he was. Anyway, he wanted to develop. He's just like, I want to develop the best dick sucking machine, dude. That's it. He's like, I want to make a sex toy. That's what it is. It's a sex
The
toy.
best that the world's ever seen.
He's like, I want to make a sex toy that works well and just knows how to suck your dick using artificial intelligence that learns how to suck dick. So it's not just it gets better every time. Sorry. So it's like every time you do it. So 109 hours of oral sex, by the way.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but anyway, he so what he did was he created like the dick sleeve thing, whatever it is, and then he's like, I don't want it just to be a pump that, sucks your
You
dick.
just set it at like speeds and it just goes.
Yeah, no. I want it to just you set it and forget it and it does different things and knows how to like do the different motions and has an artificial intelligence, so it's like an actual person is giving you a blow. That's what he wanted. He wanted to capture that creativity, that blowjob creativity.
So he blew a bunch of people to figure out how to do it.
Exactly. That's what he did. He's like, well, what if I put my tongue here? But anyway, he asked a bunch of like scientists that study AI. So many of them. He asked so many of them to help him out. They all said no. But the eighth time, a group of scientists said, "Fine, like we'll help you. That's fine." And
OpenAI should have helped him.
well, the thing about it is we don't know who they are because they want to remain anonymous. They send in the paperwork and everything.
So.
They didn't
so.
Dude, they didn't put any of their names on the paperwork, nothing. So it's just anonymous through like a secure email. They didn't want to be attached to it in any way, but they wanted to do the work. So he paid him $30,000 to come up with it. Yeah, if it's one guy or two guys, that's fucking money in the bank, dude. So they came up with some kind of artificial intelligence, and then he had to hire some other people to integrate it. Right. And sooner or later, you're gonna get this fucking blowjob machine. As you can see, look at this thing, dude. Look at the different speeds and different.
Oh, the speeds! Look at these speeds!
Look at the speeds and different like areas that it's working on.
It just looks like it's It just looks like it's an automatic, like.
The top left one is slow and steady, and then
what's it called? You're like if you're milking a cow.
Yeah, it looks like you're milking a cow with different techniques. Like one of them stops, one of them's like at the top, one of them's at the bottom. So yeah, and that's it. I mean, the guy's pretty much saying like, dude, I'm just making a sex toy. If you don't want to get involved, then don't get involved. But don't be a fucking hater, all right? That's what we're trying to make. I don't know why they used a dude.
I know.
Going through this image is really strange to me. I don't understand this fucking image.
Monka TOS.
Why is it so long? Yeah, but anyway, here's like the numbers, and then they're watching porn, and they're
that was so close.
Yeah, I know. It was very close.
You're like, scroll.
I was like, scroll. All right, there we go. So that's it. If you guys are worried about a dick-sucking machine, it's coming up soon.
Soon. To a Walmart near you.
And he put a lot of care into it, so there you go. Of course, the writer is Samantha Cole, a woman of the...
He sucked a lot of dick to get this done.
Yeah, so, have some respect. All right. Next piece of news. Esports organization Virtus Pro terminates social media reps following offensive tweets.
Oh, man, I love it when these things happen.
Yeah, so Virtus Pro, a Dota 2 team, asked who's going to ride the Mercedes? What does that mean?
No, okay, so scroll down.
Okay.
And you see the meme. You see that meme?
Who's gonna ride the Mercedes? Oh, it's the meme where it's five guys and then there's a girl on the couch.
It's the meme where it's the 5 black dudes and the 1 white girl on the couch. With hers Mercedes logo covering her face, and instead of the 5 black guys, it's the 5 guys from Virtus Pro.
Yeah.
The game. So I guess one of the things is for like for ESL, I guess Mercedes is one of the sponsors, and I guess you can win cars as a
Yeah.
pro player in these tournaments. Along with the prize money, I guess they give away cars to people.
Yeah.
So Mercedes is one of the sponsors. So they're saying,
Ugh.
they're gonna get the Mercedes, but the meme, you get what the implication
Yeah,
of the meme is,
man.
which is fucking hilarious. I think it's a great meme.
It is a great
I don't
meme.
understand why it's so offensive. People are calling it sexist as well.
It's you just can't. You can't with sponsor.
You can't do anything
You,
nowadays. You just can't do anything.
look,
You
man.
can't have fun. You can't make jokes.
Look,
Someone's gonna get offended at literally any joke you can think of to make.
the thing
So
about it is it's inappropriate. That's all it is. It's not they're trying to
it's
be
not, that's not even like people were complaining that it was sexist. That was their complaint and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's barely inappropriate.
it
They
it
made
opens
an adult themed joke. Ooh.
I know. Look, for me and you, we just talked about sucking dick with an AI
Yeah.
right now. Okay, me and you, that doesn't even move the needle for us. That meme. Okay, at best, it's cringy. Okay, it's like okay, we
I
get
like
it,
the
dude.
meme. I actually really like the meme.
It's a 6.5 out of 10. All right, to me. But that's not the issue. The issue is you got Mercedes, you got Dota, you got Valve involved, you got all
No.
these. If this is on ESPN3, you got Disney involved. So we can't
People
be doing
should be
this.
applauding. People should be applauding their meme efforts.
Look, I applaud their meme efforts. I'll give them 2 rings. But I gotta tell you, if I was the owner of this organization, I would definitely find that guy that made that post and tell him, like, do you want me to hit you with the belt or my hand? Which one is it? Because
If
I'm
I
not.
was the owner of that organization, I would give that man a raise.
Yeah, right. Fucking Mercedes has pulled out of sponsorship. No! How are we gonna pay for my Tiger? And then and then obviously all these fucking white knights and media people.
I don't even think Mercedes ever said anything about it either.
No, I don't think
Like
so.
I don't think it ever even appeared on Mercedes.
You know why? Because this
Radar.
is amazing fucking advertisement for Mercedes. That's why.
Yeah, that's it really is. I don't know. People are getting the meme controversies are getting out of control.
That's it. It's just look, there's standards and practices and stuff like that. Even though we can all laugh about it, when it comes down to it, you can't be doing shit like this on a professional social media thing. If it was on his own personal one and he got fired, then that's kind of like, dude, that's overreach, But if it's on the official Virtus Pro Twitter,
so they completely cut ties with the PR company that was running it.
Yeah.
They didn't just get like whoever made that fire him. They were like contract getting out of it.
Yeah. Which
So that guy got fired because he just lost his company a contract with them.
Yeah, with a giant organization. Are they even good? Do they do well?
Oh, I have no idea. They're Russian.
Yeah, who's gonna ride the Mercedes? That's the other thing. It's kind of like a maybe they're a Russian PR firm and maybe like the translation of the meme. I don't know. Maybe
I don't think so because it's the ride is clearly explicit with the quotation marks.
I know, right? Who's gonna
Oh,
ride?
no. They're explicitly discussing gangbanging.
Mercedes. They're talking about gangbanging a woman who's fucking anthropomorphized Mercedes or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So yeah, which by the way, these guys look like the only sex they've had is by fucking a muffler of a Mercedes.
Jesus Christ.
That's the only time they ever got their D wet. Anyway, let's move on. So good for you guys. Esports is on the rise. We got pedophiles. We got memes. We got them all, baby. We got fucking offensive, racist motherfuckers. Nothing good. You don't hear anything good. You don't hear like how they fucking
you don't hear anything good.
dug wells for pygmies in Africa or something like that. You just hear about them saying that they call everyone the gay F word and stuff like that.
Try hard in chat.
Try hard 7 in chat. So there you go. Next piece of news. Monster Hunter World mixed reviews. Czar wanted to point this out because of the PC port is garbage. I know we've talked about it before. But,
yeah, because I guess I completely missed the launch of Monster Hunter World because I was interested in playing it. So I thought it'd be interesting now that it's out, the port's out, to go look at the reviews. So I just looked up the reviews today, and they're apparently mixed, which I guess I wasn't too surprised on. Capcom apparently didn't do a very good job of the port over to PC. But it's not even just that. Like people have complaints carrying over from the console version, which is, I guess, once you beat stuff, lack of content, some lack of variety of monsters. It seems like they just didn't. The game is not what people wanted it to be.
Yeah, they thought.
And
I think.
especially on PC, it's not performing well, mixed in with the issues of not enough variety of monsters, not enough content. It just seems like
Yeah,
it just sort of belly flopped.
it's a poorly done port, and I think people thought that it was going to have all kinds of like development and events and like
Game as a
Halloween.
service,
Yeah,
because it's supposed to be Monster Hunter World
yeah,
MMO. Okay,
Yeah.
so they're gonna keep doing stuff.
yeah. But I think that they didn't realize that people had those expectations, and they were just like, "Here's the game. We'll get you a DLC. Sometime we'll let you know," and that's pretty much it. And people thought that like they were gonna have events and Twitch drops and fucking all kinds of like all
They
the
really
stuff
haven't.
that all the stuff you see with other online games. But no,
They're not servicing the game like people were hoping.
yeah, no. Capcom has never done that though. Like they've never had a games as service model for any of their games that I can think of.
No, not, and they don't really do great on PC ports either.
Exactly, and they never said that they were going to do it with this game. I think people just assumed that would happen because that's what they're used to.
Based off the hype of it, it being Monster Hunter World and all this other stuff, I think people were expecting a lot more than what they got.
Yeah, exactly. And then, they waited for the PC version, it came out and the port was garbage and it just kind of deflated the whole fucking game. So, good job Capcom. Good job. I would have told you guys sooner not to buy this game because I played Monster Hunter on the Wii and I put like maybe 50 hours into it and I got bored as fuck. And when they released this game and they showed that it was just like a better looking version, I was like, people are just gonna get bored of it anyway.
That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
The game, these kind of games that are their baseline, they're grindy.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it just wasn't enough to keep people playing it.
Yeah, you know how much the people in the East like to grind those fucking games, dude.
I really do.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to look at the Steam charts or do you want to go and end it?
No, I gotta go.
Okay, we're gonna end it right here.
We gotta end it, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. And sorry we were a little late, but you know what? It's a free podcast, so stop fucking complaining, all right? We'll see you guys next week for some more podcast stuff. Love you guys. Is there anything you want to plug?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't want to plug anything either because you guys know what's going on. All right. Love you all. Have a good day. Bye.
We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away.
It smelled like wet dog. We pretend people care about our opinions. We pretend people care about our opinions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Point Six Podcast. They're just a couple of good guys, virtue signaling their life away. So stay woke, stay fresh,